Hi everyone, welcome to All Inspired. My name is Amanda. If you're new here, and on my channel we like to do a lot of homemaking content. I had a few duck friends come by in our creek outside, but they couldn't stay for long, so I had to get upstairs and get working on the spring cleaning in my main level. I wanted to start in the kiddos' rooms, and I'm going to go ahead and get these beds stripped down so that I can get all of the linens washed and then take care of cleaning the mattress really thoroughly. What I like to do with the mattress is just go ahead and give it a really thorough vacuuming, and then I take this spray, and it's just equal parts water and hydrogen peroxide. I fill it halfway up with hydrogen peroxide. I put about a tablespoon of fabric softener in there, and then I fill it the rest of the way up with water. And I feel like this works so much better because I'm not putting baking soda down. I have hydrogen peroxide in here. The hydrogen peroxide will kill any bacteria or germs that are on the mattress. The bacteria is what causes the odors, so I don't feel like it's necessary to put down baking soda and then vacuum it up. I actually think that over time that will ruin your vacuum. Yes, your vacuum is meant to suck up dust, debris, dirt, things like that. However, the reason your vacuum goes out is because all of that gets caught up in the mechanics of your vacuum, which will cause issues. So this, I feel like, is a much easier way to get it done. I do like to get it pretty wet. I like to turn on the fan, and I will just let this go ahead and dry, and it will fully sanitize the mattress. Go ahead and grab the pillows and do this to them as well. When I clean the fan blades, I feel like it's just best to go ahead and grab the vacuum. We have so much dust and cat hair and different things that are just stuck to the fan blades. You can also grab, I've seen YouTuber Amy Darley, I love her channel. I've seen her grab an old pillowcase, and that's how she prevents everything from flying. I just really like to go ahead and vacuum. I feel like it has to be sucked up into the vacuum. There may be a few little pieces that fall to the ground, but for the most part, all of this is going to get sucked up in the vacuum. It helps. I don't have to go rinse out the pillowcase or throw it through the washer or anything like that. I just feel like that the vacuum works the best, and then I go ahead and with my duster, I love these things. If you guys don't have these on hand, they are one of the easiest things. You can also use just a dry microfiber cloth. It will work really well, but it's just, you need something that can just grab the rest of that dust and cling to it. I am not a big fan of like feather dusters or anything like that just repel the dust out into the air. My husband and some of the kiddos have allergies, and we do not, flinging it into the air is not a thing that we want to do around here. So I went ahead and got all of these blinds done. You will see in just a minute how dirty this looks, and I actually didn't think it was too bad in here. We do deep cleanings quite often, which are basically a spring clean. We just get the items that aren't cleaned as frequently, and so I recently did a deep cleaning not too long ago, and look how dirty that is. Just so filthy and so much dust. It's just what happens, especially during the spring and the fall time, just accumulates a lot of dust. So I'm going to go ahead and get these windows nice and cleaned as well. I love being able to see outside. Plus, if there's dust all over the blinds and everywhere, then there's dust and grime and debris on your windows. I don't end up doing the outside just because it gets exhausting, and so I'm going to break these chores down so that I don't get overwhelmed and do it all in one day. I went ahead and did some cleaning, and now I want to go ahead and do some organizing. The summer is coming up, and with that, we are going to have really hot weather. Even during the spring, there's rainy days, and so I want to make sure that the kids' stuff is nice and organized, and they know where all their activities and things are. So I went ahead, and there was 3 drawers that were just, everything had just kind of been shoved in there, and I grabbed everything out of it and put it in the middle of the room, and then I'm setting it into different piles so that I know exactly, I just want everything to be with like items. So, you know, all the crafts are going together, all their decorations are going together, all their jewelry's going together. I'm just trying to keep everything with like items. And then I go ahead and go in and vacuum and clean out all of their drawers, and then just put little bins or dividers just to keep all of the items separate for them and nice and organized. And then that way, whenever they come back in here, they know exactly where it goes and they know where to put it, and they won't just be shoving it into the drawers.
For the first time in ages, I wake up and don't hate it. I guess I found some peace. Through the day to the evening, without shouting and screaming, something new to me. Alone without being lonely, getting back to the old me. It's kinda nice to feel free. I thought this was over, thought I could control it. But if I speak the truth, I ain't over you. I was feeling sober until you came up now. I don't know what to do. I ain't over you. I ain't over. I ain't over. No matter what I do, I ain't over you. Give it time, things will settle. Just a face till it's better, yeah. Heard it all before. Even though we were toxic, feels the most when you've lost it. That's just how it goes. By myself feeling lonely, can't get back to the old me. I'm stuck in way too deep. I thought this was over, thought I could control it. But if I speak the truth, I ain't over you. I was feeling sober until you came up now. I don't know what to do. I ain't over you. I ain't over. I ain't over.
I think that turned out really great, and it makes it work so much better because I even have extra space in the drawers now. I did take some of the items out of their room that they really didn't need in here, and I did have a pile of items for them to go through, and so they ended up keeping about half of the items. So that was great that I still had room to put anything that they wanted to keep or any new items that they still have room to grow into. So I really love that. But I'm gonna go ahead and get these closets cleaned out. It's one of those things we don't normally do. We don't get into the closets. We typically just vacuum and clean around the items. And this particular closet, it is so dirty because it is the access to the attic, and we had solar panels installed and they were going in and out of the attic, and I did clean it up, but I did not realize there was still dirt and debris in here. So I'm really glad that I came in here and got this thorough deep clean. I took everything out of her closet, got it nice and freshened up and wiped down and cleaned out all of her bins, and then I'll put everything back in here nice and organized. I'm gonna go ahead and go into the other kiddo's closet and get hers nice and cleaned out. She keeps a lot of her stuff in the closet, so that's where I'm gonna be doing a lot of the organizing as well. But you'll see I've gone through multiple outfit changes, and it's because the way that I clean, I've been a professional cleaner for a really long time, probably about 7 or 8 years, and the way that I clean doesn't always show up the best on film. So for instance, if I'm gonna go through and clean the carpets, I'm gonna do it all on the same day. So you'll see later on I do go back in the other kiddo's room and I clean her carpets, and I go into the spare room and do that as well. But it's because if you're gonna get out the carpet cleaner, you're gonna fill it up, you're going to do it all on the same day. However, when I'm organizing, it is easier to go room by room, and so I jump around a lot. I put on a hoodie sometimes because I go outside with the cat and it's cold out, and I'll put on a hoodie, and then I'll come back up here, I'll have on a hoodie. Sometimes I don't have on a hoodie. That's why there's so many different outfit changes. I did all of this in 2 days. But that's why it looks like I have so many different outfits on. And I do like to break it down. I did 3 rooms in 2 days because I knew I wasn't only going to be doing the spring cleaning, but I was also going to be doing a lot of organizing. And so just do what works best for you. You will also see that I have a checklist, and I'll leave it linked below for you guys so that you can download it. It's a PDF. You can customize it to suit your own needs. But on there you will see, like, I have washed the walls. I don't do that at all up here. I do dust them in the rooms that I haven't done a makeover, but in the spare room and in our youngest, I recently did a makeover in their rooms. I washed the walls, prepped them, painted them, all that good stuff, and so there was really no reason to go back in there and wash the walls when I had just done them. But in our middle kid's room, I went ahead and dusted her walls really thoroughly, because that's the same paint since we moved in, and I don't remember the last time that I washed them, and I did think that it would be a good idea to go ahead and go through and get her walls dusted, just in case if there was any allergens or pollen or something like that sticking to her walls, because we do suffer from allergies in our home. So I went ahead and did that, but I customized this to suit my needs and to do what I think is the best. And what the most important tasks for me to get done is the ones that I haven't done recently. And so I knew that, like, the carpets really could use a good cleaning, and I ended up doing that later, and it smells so fresh in their room. And I knew that I wanted to get in here and get everything organized for the spring and the summer months coming up ahead. We're going to be active and busy, and it just makes it so much easier when they know exactly where to go to get their items. And I knew that I wanted to go ahead and get in this spare room and make sure that I changed the linen and disinfected the beds and all that stuff, and just got that taken care of, so that later on I do not tackle my bedroom at all in this video. And it's because I will be having a makeover coming up, and the majority of the items that I will be doing in my room is part of the spring cleaning list. So we're going to be getting new blinds, we are going to be painting, I'm going to be cleaning the carpet during that time. So I'm already going to be doing the majority of the spring cleaning things that I need to do in my bedroom during the makeover. So if you're interested in seeing that come up, I'm really excited for that. I think it's going to turn out fantastic. Hit the subscribe button so that you'll be notified of when that comes up. But I'm just going to go ahead and grab my little Tinko vacuum, get this all vacuumed up, wash out their little bins, and then get them neatly organized so that we're all prepared for the spring and summer months ahead. What do you guys got going on this spring and summer? I don't really know. I know the kiddos will go to camp. They do that every year. We'll definitely be taking them to Texas this year. We're gonna go visit a friend, so that'll be fun. And then we'll probably go to my in-laws' house. They have lake. They live at a lake, and so it's really nice and beautiful. I've shown it on my Instagram before. They have an eagle's nest right up by their house. It's just a really beautiful, nice place to be, and we really enjoy going there. But yeah, I don't know. And then just random, like going to the pool, going to our friends that has property, just things like that we'll be doing this summer. It should be a lot of fun. I do believe this fall my husband and I might go on a anniversary trip to Florida or something. I'm not really sure. We haven't really completely planned it, but this fall will be our 5-year wedding anniversary, so we were wanting to do something fun for that. But what if you guys have planned any fun, exciting vacations coming up this year? Any fun summer camps for the kiddos? What do you have going on?
Can weather any storm.
sleep. Hear the crickets, see the moon, side by side and through. No limit to what we can do.
Well, I am going to do the carpet in here, but I don't really need to worry about the walls. I just did a makeover in this space, and if you haven't seen it, I'll leave it linked below. But I just painted this whole room. So I'm just going to go ahead and get the lines nice and clean, as well as the floors and the windows.
You and I, we got it. We don't need no more.
My channel is called All Inspired, and I do not want to just inspire you to clean, but I actually want to help to inspire you to be the best person that you can be. And by doing this, I want to talk about some things in your life that I feel like may be beneficial. And this is more for the individuals that are step parents. I am a step parent, my husband is a step parent, and so we deal with this in our everyday life. And I wanted to ask you guys what you believe the role as a step parent is. And my opinion is it's very similar to a grandparent in the sense that you can share your input and your thoughts, but at the end of the day, the biological parents are the one that makes the final decision. So just like a grandparent, they have a lot of wealth of knowledge and they might be very helpful. However, you do not get to make the final decision, and it is up to the biological parents. And as a step parent, if that is something that you understand going into it, your family dynamic is going to be so much happier, and you're going to be able to raise healthier children. Because I've been with my husband now, we've been married for 5 years, we've been together for 6, and like I said, we are both step parents, and navigating it can be very, very challenging. Just being a parent is very challenging, but then when you add in 2 separate households and 2 separate families, it just can become difficult for the parents involved. And when you realize as a step parent, your role is to take a back seat, and you, like grandparents, get to enjoy in a lot of fun things. You get to be present during, their birthdays and their achievements and their school performances and wonderful things like that, their sporting events. However, you do not have to make any hard decisions. That's not part of your role, and you don't have to do that. And so if that's something that you can understand, or if you're in a new relationship with somebody that has children, and this is just definitely something you should consider, or if you're out there dating and you have children, it's definitely something that you would want to discuss with your future partner. My husband and I have found ways very easily to navigate this to where, like I said, he can share his input. My daughter's 19, so she's gonna be moving out soon, but I can share my input with him as well, and we can just leave it at that. And I don't get upset with him if he doesn't consider my input, nor does he get upset with me, because at the end of the day, I know that he just wants what's best for his kids, and that he's just doing what he feels is right, which is all we can do as parents. And so I just wanted to share that little input. What do you guys think? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm correct? We all have our own opinions, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I would like to spark up a little conversation in the comments down below, just telling me what you think, so that we can kind of bounce some ideas off of each other. And even in the event that you're struggling with somebody, you can go to the comments and maybe they can help you out, because maybe they've been in a similar situation as you have. And I would really love to just to create this community where we spread love to each other, and we help each other, and we inspire each other to be the best we can possibly be. You could see I'm kind of struggling with this carpet cleaner a little bit. I believe I put too hot of water in here. It is actually heat activated. It heats it up on its own, and I didn't realize it. And I put really super hot water in here, and I think I may have damaged some of the gaskets on here. I loved this, and I really wish that I would not have done that, but it just doesn't seem to want to have as good a suction as it once did, and so I may have to get a new one of these soon. But I got all of the rooms all nice and fresh and clean. Doing the carpet has such a huge impact on the smell. Every time I walk upstairs, the whole upstairs smells so good. I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. We're all finished cleaning. Thank you guys so much for staying to the end.